Royal Risings Empire. It's me, the Purple Empress. I'm at a little getaway, so you know what I'm doing in my car. I'm having coffee and taking meds. So I'm in Taylor, and normally I would not find it peaceful being by traffic, but for some reason it's working for me. It's working for me. I'm like enjoying just sitting here listening to the traffic go up and down the road. And it's funny, the kind of things that I can find to ground myself. I'm telling you, once you get it, you get it. Once you get it, you get it. Try counting how many times a tire spins. How many times it sounds like it's spinning going down the road. See, that takes focus. You literally gotta bring yourself in to do something like that. And then with all the traffic sounds, you'd really have to focus to hear anything else. Like, it's loud for me, so I'm gonna roll the window out. You can probably hear me a little better now. Oh, I'm glad there's nobody in those rooms, because I can see right through that whole room. Both of them. Glad that's not my room. So how was everybody's night? As you can see, I'm well rested. I did have a little allergy attack last night where I was coughing. That's why I'm kind of hoarse. Where I had to get up and go to the gas station and get some, I got Theraflu because it was something I could drink hot. And, you know, so it was good. It worked, but it was nighttime, so I was knocked out all night. I mean, I didn't wake up till 5, which I'm normally up. Well, not when I'm away. Not when I'm away. When I'm at home, you know, I'm up between 3 and 4. But I also am in the bed by 7, 8. You know, so it's not like I'm not getting my sleep. I'm getting my sleep. It's just my rhythm, my circadian rhythm is different. And that's basically because, you know, I have to watch out for things. So I'm up in the night with the dogs. No, morning, I've always been, even in high school, I've always been an early morning. I think it might have been one of my foster dads, Buddy. Buddy used to wake us up. Used to wake the whole house up at 5 o'clock in the morning, every morning. Even though we didn't have to really do nothing till 7. He would wake us up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And his thing, and I always remember, nobody ever gets rich sleeping all day. And I remember, I kid you not, because of who I am, Buddy never had to wake me up. He never had to wake me up. Because I wanted to be rich. So when Buddy started knocking on doors and telling people to get up, get ready, and I was up and ready and out the way, ready to go to the kitchen and cook some breakfast. Yep. So I've always had that. I was probably only 15 years old then, so since I was 15 years old, I've been in the habit of getting up at 5 a.m. And then I get in church and they have 5 a.m. prayer, which means you gotta get up at 3:30 to get there. So, you know, so for years, 5 a.m. has been significant for me, and that's my time. So, And then I'm going to be honest with you, all time is my time right now. I'm on a break. I'm just having my morning coffee with you. I'm not doing this live. I'm not doing it live. I'm trying to build my YouTube up. I love Facebook. I'm never going to leave Facebook, and I'm always going to be a part of Facebook, but I'm getting ready to go into podcasting, and YouTube is the place to start. So I can have fun on Facebook. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody said, you got an Instagram. You should be on Instagram. I do not Instagram. Occasionally, stuff that I put on Facebook gets put on Instagram. I don't even know how it happens. Occasionally, it does. But I don't actually ever go to Instagram. Never. I don't know why, but I will. I think the last time I went, honey, that sounded like it wanted to take over me. It's my little charger. It's one of these. It got hot. And yeah, it's purple too. You can't be around me if you don't like purple. Let me tell you who do like purple. The dude in there at the front desk. Because he was holding me hostage. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. You ever get held hostage by somebody? They're trying to flirt and talk to you and everything. You have, first of all, I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, you could not be older than 27. And what the hell do I look like? I'm not out here looking for no 27-year-old. And Stella didn't lose. See, Stella lost her groove. I ain't lose mine. So I don't need to go find somebody to give it back to me. I love mornings. I love mornings. I love that time in the morning when everything is still and quiet. And I can tell you that at my house at 5:04 a.m. every morning, that's when the birds start chirping. I always know exactly. Literally, at 5:04 they start chirping. You'll hear the birds start chirping. Because they're up in my attic. We don't get up there, so I feel like they were there before we got there, and they deserve to be there. They can get in and out, so as long as they do what they gotta do. They haven't bothered me in 15 years, so I actually enjoy it. But I love being up at 5 also, because that's when the birds wake up. I wake up with the birds, and I get to listen to them sing their morning hymns. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. See, I've always been a worshiper. I just do it different now because I have a different understanding. And when I think about just being in connection with nature, or in connection with people, when I go to an assembly, I don't really care what's going on at the assembly. I'm there with everybody there. It's about connecting with the energy of the people that's there. And if it's something I can receive, I'll receive it. If it's something I can give, I'll give it. I don't go everywhere though. I don't go everywhere. But, and a lot of my time is spent alone. A lot of my time is spent alone. And I prefer it that way because I'm very sensitive. That's all I can say. Like, I literally find energy. Like, you literally have to be family. Like, only my family has complete access to me. And I feel like that's how it should be. But, like, even my family won't even, other than, like, my daughter and my son, nobody else will intrude. They get me. they get me. They get that when I'm away, that the Most High is doing something in me. And the more he does in me, the better I am for them. And literally, I'll come back from a rest. My arm feels like I got hit. I'll come back from a rest, and I have ideas. And I know that I get ideas, visions, dreams, and I'll just start talking, and they'll just say, okay, I got this. Like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And it's very imperative because I'm helping somebody out now that I keep my energy flowing and healthy. Yeah. You gotta know that, a lot of times when it comes to mental health and emotional healing, you can't do that alone. That requires another person, whether that person is a therapist that does maybe some cognitive behavioral therapy or some trauma-based therapy, depending upon the frequency of trauma that you're on. Now, I myself am up there on the frequency trauma. So I do get trauma-based therapy, and I get regular counseling, and I don't have a coach right now. I don't have a coach right now. I don't know what happened to my team. I don't know. My page got shut down. I lost all of them, and I haven't found anybody. But I did have a coach. Over the years, I've had coaches. So. But now I'm a coach. So. But everybody has their way of doing things, and I'm really big on self-care because I deal with people who are on the frequency level of trauma that is catastrophic. Go back and listen to Morning Coffee with the Empress from Monday. I deal with people on that level of trauma. I don't need to be running my gas out because gas is very expensive. It cost me $100 to fill my car up. I am highly offended at Donald Trump. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. I deal with a lot of people that have that frequency level of trauma that is catastrophic, where their lives have just been completely blown apart and will never be the same again. And so sometimes you need somebody to help. I don't really, I work with phases because we tend to get overwhelmed when we have PTSD, trying to do everything you don't. So anybody that's ever been around me knows that if you sit with me, it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3 thing, or a phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Now they like that one, because that's usually what it is, phases. Phase 1, boom, let's do this. Phase 2, then you worry about this, And so, and normally if they follow my phases, they will be successful. The problem is, shit gets hard, and sometimes people don't follow them. And, they got to go find out for themselves. But I need a home. I need anybody. I got to sit down with the goddess Stella, because we need a home that ain't my home. but has the energy of my home. So, when I tell you we're working on some things, we're dreaming some things. No, I'm not running everything. I'm a dreamer. I cast visions and dreams, and those around me pick them up. But because that's what's in them, I just feed what's in other people. That's from the time I was awakened at 15 years old. Y'all would call that born again, saved. I now call it awakened. I've never wanted to be anything else but a servant. Never wanted to be anything but a minister. Never wanted to be anything other than a woman of God. Never. I've not even invested in trying to be anything else. I went to college. I have a master's in the science of psychology. I did that because I found myself, as I grew in ministry, that there was an energy that people loved being around me, telling me all their business. They looked to me for counsel. I actually was the counseling pastor in one of my churches that I attended. And inside of me, I felt like I was doing people a disservice, because we spiritualized everything. Everything was a demon. And because we don't understand mental illness, we call things demons. And you deal with people incorrectly. And so that bothered me. So I did not just want to have ministry training, which I had ministry training, Bible school, all that stuff. I've gone through leadership training, prophetic training, all that training. I wanted to have a professional degree, and so I went back. And at that time, this was back in the 90s, 2000s, and I was taking, because I was working full-time and I was in full-time ministry, so I was taking one class at a time. For years. It took me 20 years to get my bachelor's. I say, from the time I didn't get my bachelor's. No, it took me more than 20 years. When online school started, that's when I began. I began to hustle. And people think online school is easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. And there were times when I would have drove any distance, flew any distance to sit in a classroom. Because online, you literally have to be so disciplined when you go to school online. You yourself have to be disciplined. You have to. You also have to be given the detail and instruction, because a lot of what you get online is, now it's different everywhere, because sometimes for whatever class, because sometimes you do have an instructor that you're listening to, or that you might be engaging with online, but it's not like being in a classroom, because you can't just ask a question, just raise your hand and ask a question. If he's distracted, he can't see that you want to ask a question in the classroom. You've got to wait and he may have moved on to something else, and you got a question back here. You know, you have to learn how to navigate online school. But once you get it, you know, I prefer online school. And even though I started at the University of Phoenix with my degree, by the time I finished my degree, everybody had my program online. So now most psychology programs, unless you are doing clinical stuff, it's online. So I do research. I'm a scientist, not actually a psychologist. I'm a scientist. I have a master's in science. So I watch stuff, you know, patterns, cycles. I watch stuff. I listen for stuff. And then I couple that with what I am spiritual, and that's where I go. I go from there. But I'm just rambling, y'all. I'm having my morning coffee. Most of y'all know what I done had with my morning coffee. But I'm fully aware that my grandbabies, well, shit, my grandbabies know what's up. They know what's up. I don't know what it is, but in this sunshine right here, I look good as hell. I mean, I look good to myself right now. Oh, that sun, look at Ra. Look at Ra giving me them goddess vibes. Giving me goddess vibes. I love it. Yeah. I had one of my goddesses leave me a message overnight. She must have saw me out on a date with myself. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you all. I date myself all the time. I am a character to date, and I feel like I should date myself. I am. If I go to a restaurant, I'm there with everybody in the restaurant. I talk to everybody. They love taking care of me, and they're always everybody is gonna come up and comment about the purple, and I get to smile, and I get to just shoot them out some purple vibes. And if sometimes, occasionally, people are troubled, and I've had people just come, you know, and just sit down in a chair across from me when I'm by myself. Like, they don't know me from nobody, but there's something about my energy. They feel like, you know, look, can I talk to you? So I've had people do that. And I generally go out, when I go out into to different cities, I purple up, because that's the conduit for my energy right now. It's the conduit for my energy. It attracts people. People have come to me, and you know, they don't know what it is. They like purple. And yesterday in the hotel, I check in, and the woman in there, she's a purple girl. So yeah, she made sure I had a very nice room. I'm like, I can take the elevator or the staircase, because I'm right there. I'm right there. So I take the elevator up and the staircase down. I like the energy in this hotel. This hotel is a little it's a little outdated. You know, it needs some upgrades. It really does. But it's clean and it's comfortable. But, you know, it's a little outdated. The people are friendly as heck, and that's what I like, you know. That's what I like. I don't generally go to, I'm just bougie, but I don't generally go to bougie hotels. I like hotels that serve breakfast. You know, I remember we went to we went to Niagara Falls last year, and we stayed. What the heck was that? I think it was like a DoubleTree downtown Niagara. And oh my God, it had like 36 floors. That was just way overstimulating for me. Just way overstimulating. I think we were on the 11th floor, and it was just mayhem to me. I like the comfort. You know, I'm a little country girl. You know, I like feeling comfortable sitting and talking to people if I want to talk to people, or sitting in my car if I don't. Duh. But you know, morning time, well, normally I'd be on my way to the gym. I wouldn't be sitting here having coffee because, you know, it's gym smoothie. My smoothie is made with coffee when I'm home, but I'm like, I want to come downstairs. I bring my own cup. I want to get a cup of coffee. I want to come to my car. If I want to eat something, I'll eat. You know, I'm not going to eat anything. But you know, I'm not gonna eat anything. I might make some toast or something, but they don't have anything but fake sausage and fake eggs. So if I get hungry, I'll take myself out somewhere. I'm on Telegraph Road. Like I'm on an experience today. I'm on an experience today. Like I've lived Belleville. Like, I know from Taylor, I don't have to get on the highway to get to my house. I can go all the back roads. Or I can shoot straight up 94. I come to Taylor only for 3 things. Well, I don't know if they consider Blocks Taylor, but it's close enough as Taylor. Blocks, the farmers, that's where we buy our vegetables, the greenhouses and stuff like that, the farm. Cattleman's Meat Market, because I buy meat in bulk and freeze it. And the Donut Castle. That's why I'm not gonna eat. Because I'm going to go to the Donut Castle. It's too early now, but I'm going to go to the Donut Castle. Get me a 6-pack. On the way out. Well, we've come to the end of the cup of my coffee. I am all done. So, I speak increase over your day. May everything you put your hands to do prosper. May doors open that you didn't even expect. May opportunities arise that you've longed and waited for. And may you make divine connections and meet people you never thought you'd know. I say, enjoy your day.